Welcome to this edition of Connections. I am so pleased today to be at the Science Center of Iowa highlighting the Mind Matters exhibit. I've got Renee joining me today, who's on staff with the Science Center of Iowa, and we want to help you know more about the Mind Matters exhibit that is here at the Science Center, but also the work that's happening in our community around mental health. In the last iteration of our community's vision, Capital Crossroads, mental health came up as one of the top 5 issues we needed to address. And Mind Matters is a direct response to that. Hearing you, hearing our community and our region tell us what's important to them. You should know, now is your chance to see this, and after it leaves Des Moines at the end of April, it is booked for 5 years solid. So this is something very special that we have the opportunity to be on the front end of. Tell us, Renee, more about how this Mind Matters exhibit came to be and the other pieces that are associated with it to make a comprehensive mental health discussion.
Thank you. So the Science Center of Iowa works very hard to convene around issues in our community, and recognizing that mental health is one of those areas that we need to rise the conversation in.
Right.
And being presented with the opportunity to host this exhibit, the Science Center, with 100% support both from our board of directors as well as our community supporters, recognized that this was a unique opportunity.
It really was. We're very lucky.
We are
to have this.
So we are hosting this exhibit between now and April 28th. And as our partners often say, this is really a matter of not only just hosting this particular exhibit, but also rising the platform when it comes to making it okay about mental health.
Yes. You see behind us, #MakeItOK. There's also a public awareness component to the platform here, and you'll be seeing more about that. And that's actually going to be statewide. We want people to know that they can talk about mental health. They can talk about struggles that they're having, whether it's in the workplace or at home or in friend groups. And the neat thing about this exhibit is it actually gives you tools to know how to have that conversation, to know what to say, to be supportive, but also resources available so that if someone you love, if you yourself are struggling with a mental health issue, you can come to this exhibit, learn more about it, but be connected to resources. So Renee, we know these things don't happen in a silo. Many partners have come together, but also the exhibit is just one part of this.
You're absolutely right. It was early on decided that we needed to host a series of community conversations with our stakeholders, our leaders, and our community leaders, more importantly, to make sure that we were providing experiences on a whole host of audiences, ranging from early brain development all the way to social isolation with our aging populations, and everything in between, including workplace and the conversation of mental health in the workplace, cultural and racial trauma.
Yes.
And so if you would like to learn more about those specific events, you can visit the Capital Crossroads website. That is a place where you can learn about each of those individual events as well as get registered to attend those events.
So I just so appreciate that. The exhibit is wonderful in itself, but the conversations that happen around mental health are really where we're going to dig in and make a difference. Renee, let's tell everyone about March 10th, because that's a really exciting opportunity for everybody in the community.
Thanks for bringing that up, Christy. On March 10th, we will be hosting a free day at the Science Center. So this event will allow us to not only provide the experience of the Science Center to our entire community, but in particular, really focus around the platform of making it okay and mental health.
Right.
We will have a host of community resources here at the Science Center. So those who are attending that day will have those resources of support. They will have the opportunity to visit the exhibit and also experience the entire Science Center.
Yeah, I think that's so important too, to have the sort of resource fair there surrounding, so people can right there in that space get connected if they need to, or grab a resource for later. So thanks for being open to that. And actually we were able to make that happen through funding from a community foundation donor. So that was an exciting connection as well. I would just remind you that GiveDSM is also a great resource for our nonprofit sector to be putting funding opportunities like this in front of donors in our community. So whether you're a nonprofit or a donor, don't forget to use GiveDSM to get connected, just like folks have to make this happen in our community. Thank you so much to you and Science Center of Iowa, all of the partners that have come around this and mobilized extremely quickly. You all just learned about this in November, and here it is in February, and it's happening in our community in a very robust way. So thanks for always being a great partner in that way and leading our community well. And just remember, this is another great example of how we are better together, better forever.